Howdy folks, it's Alcazaren here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I guess it's not 2020, it's just Microsoft Flight Simulator. We have already started the Iberia connection bush trip, second leg today. And I was saying one leg per video, except some of these are getting kind of short, and that would make for a lot of unnecessarily short videos. So I think for this video, we're going to combine legs, the hiccups, 2 and 3. So combine 2 and 3. So let's look ahead at what we're looking at. Looks like for leg 2, we're going to land at a very, very tiny runway. Holy moly. Leg 3, we're going to look for a dirt bike path. We're going to land on a dirt bike path. Okay, anyway, here we go. Legs 2 and 3. The long introduction was in the first video, so check that out. We're just going to get going now. Alright, first what we're going to do is come down here and repair and refuel. We did a lot of talking in the previous legs, so hopefully I won't feel the need to do as much talking in this one. Alright, here we go. We're going to do this. Turn that off. Wind doesn't really matter. Pitot heat will turn on just because we're going to use this timer because it works. And this one doesn't work. In the previous bush trip, the timer in plane didn't work either, so we need to use my stopwatch on my phone. Alright, what are we doing? We are... Oh, how are we going to navigate this one? The first leg we use the GPS. This leg we don't have GPS because we quit the sim and come back. So we are going to do it kind of purist, right? We're going to do our heading and our time. The only difference is we have a map of where we are. So that helps a lot. And then we'll use autopilot with heading bug just so we can look around. If I weren't making content, I would probably hand fly the whole thing. But then it'd be boring for you because it would just be cockpit view because you can't really fly outside all that easily. Well, you can with circle cam, but that's awful with the HUD. Alright, so here we go. Heading to LEAZ, Lima Echo Alpha Zulu. Well, here we go. Buenaventura. El Tietar to... Oh, that's the place. I'm like, is this going to be in Spanish? How awesome. It's not in Spanish. It's just El Tietar to Aerodromo de Aldean Centen. Oh my gosh, I used to be able to read Spanish so well. It's been 20, 30 years. But Aerodromo de Aldea Centenara. I apologize to my Spanish-speaking viewers. I know there's a ton of you. Man, this GUI is so messed up. Anyway, yeah, that's where we're going. We're going to an airport. We're going to go over an airport. Only a minute 46 out. So right after that, we're going to go to Embalse Navalcan. Once in the air again, set a course to the southwest to the small village of Buenaventura. What? Okay, I guess we're whatever. Remember the previous leg in the other video? It had us go over the reservoir twice, it said. Even though it was wrong. Buenaventura. Okay, so we're going over an airport, I guess, which is probably right there. And then we're going to a city. So let's set our course 214 for a whopping 2 minutes. 214 is faster if I go this way, I think. And there it is. So we're going to go out and to the right a little bit. And then right after that, we're going to go 232 for about 5 minutes. Okay. Simple enough. I think we need a back taxi. I think we're in the middle of the runway. Oh, that's plenty of space. Oh, that's plenty of space. We're going to go for it. Flaps are down 1 already. Where's my flap thing? Right. Okay, there it was. There it was right there. Flaps are down 1. Yeah. And then where's our fuel thing? I should be changing fuel tanks, I think, in this plane. How come I don't remember if I have to change fuel? Whatever. I know why, because our legs are never long enough to have to worry about it. Alright, parking brake. I'm not going to touch it this time. Let's see what happens. See, now it's on. Last time it was off. See how... Okay, push it twice, I guess? Okay. So anyway, we'll get in the air. I'm not going to start my timer for the first 2 minutes because it's only 2 minutes. Whoops. And then we'll... Well, I didn't set up autopilot. I was so excited to not talk as much that I skipped some stuff. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we'll make it. We'll make it. Let's really. Here we go. And upsy daisy. There we go. Brake to stop the wheels. What's my brake button? Get over those trees. Trees count. They're not freebies anymore. You hit a tree, you're in trouble. Used to be hit a tree, didn't matter. Alright, and let's get some airspeed flaps coming in. And we're heading on the heading we want to already. So let's just go for a minute or two here. Look out of the window. Oh my gosh, this is probably the best bush trip scenery we've had in all 20-some bush trips. Alrighty, while we're doing this, let's try to set up autopilot. Let's do 4,000 feet just until I get a sense of the terrain. Let's not keep turning. We're going to do flight director. We're going to do heading bug. And we're going to do vertical speed 800 feet per minute. And let's do autopilot. Just so we can look around. And what's our next thing going to be? It's going to be 232. So let's get that started now. Because we got out of there pretty quickly. And I want to hit the train. There we go. And start the timer. Start. Where's enter? Well, we got to go like this first. Come on, enter. There we go. Timer, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 5 seconds, although we're booking it, so probably less than that. Okay, let's start. Yes, it did. Let's head outside for a minute and get an idea of where we are and what it looks like, and then I'll turn you loose to some sightseeing. Look at that, like a dirt racetrack practice or something. Alright, we're almost at a reservoir, so we're way ahead because the next thing is go 228 to the Embalse de Valdecanas reservoir, Embalse de Navalcan. There's that accent I was talking about like in the previous video. So that's that there, I'm assuming. What else would it be, right? So let's go 212. That's right, and this one we have to hide that. Let's go 228. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to go over the reservoir in a moment, and then we're going to actually restart this, I guess. But not quite yet. Not till we get over it. And then we're going to go 219 for 3 minutes to Rio Ibor, which is a river, maintain southwesterly course, fly over another reservoir, Embalse de Valdecanas. Embalse de Valdecanas. Alrighty, so as soon as we cross over, we'll switch this to 219 and 314. Let's look out the window, take advantage. And it's just incredible. Incredible. Alrighty, here we go. Close enough. 219. So move this down to 219, which isn't much of a change. Start that, and it's only going to be 3 minutes and 14 seconds, and then we're going to look for an airport, which hopefully shows up here. Alrighty, you know how it goes. I'm going to take these 3 minutes and cut it down to about a minute of sightseeing, and you won't miss anything visually. See you in a moment. Alright, a reservoir is over there. I don't know how we ended up south of it, so let's correct course a little bit. Eventually we'll be doing 220, so should we just go... Well, no, 220 is the other way anyway. Where's the airport? I guess it is another couple minutes out yet. Not really, though. Is this another one we're not going to see until we're on top of it, because you have to zoom in so closely to see it? I mean, I can do 220 now like it says, but, it's going to put us into this train up here. Whoops, what am I doing? And I don't see an airport. Maybe the airport is in between things. You know what I mean? Maybe it's in there and we can't see it. So that means we need to climb and then come back down. I think it does. I think we need to climb over this and then nosedive back down. So here we go. Let's climb up a little bit. We'll be pretty aggressive about it too. Just to get up over these hills. And then once that airport pops into view, we will look for it. But I mean, we're pretty... Then again, look at this, right? Is this like a plateau or something? 220 for 4 minutes only. Let's reset this now so we have an idea of time. And yeah, it's probably one of those little tiny airports that won't pop in until we're literally right on top of it. So, okie dokie. Well, no, see, these small ones show up like this. I don't know where this airport is. It has to be on top of this hill, on top of these hills. Well, let's keep it like that, because that small one shows up. And then when we get to be about 2 or 3 minutes, we'll look for it. I'll see you in a moment, I guess. Alright, airport has been spotted on the GPS. I don't know where it is in front of us, but it's there somewhere, so I think we're going to start coming down. In fact, we're just going to start hand flying now. And start coming down. Whoa, my cat is behind me outside my door. And we're going to look for this place. I'm hoping it's like right here. And easy to spot. But we'll have to see together in a moment. I guess I don't need throttles back that much because we don't need to slow down. We just need to come down. Let's look out the window and enjoy the scenery. There was some gorgeous scenery back there. I'm not sure what it looked like in the final edit because it was some long passages of the same thing, but it was crazy. Hopefully when I edited that, I caught the end of the leg and not so much the middle because the leg was even better. But anyway, look at that. We're below terrain level. That's so crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's there. Well, it's either here or here. What does our reference image give us? Not a whole lot. But I'm thinking it's... Wait a second. No, it's not that far away because look how close we're approaching on the GPS. Where is this airport? Oh, no, that's not it. Maybe that is it. It's really hard to tell in the air how close you are. And then you have the whole lack of peripheral vision, which makes things very difficult too. No, I think my original hunch was correct. Let's do gear down, even though we don't know where we are. We're doing our best. And I'm doing my best not to look out the window too much. Because I really, really want to look out the window. Of course, we can always use chase cam, or circle cam, which I don't like for various reasons. Let's do first set of flaps. Wait. It's not in here. What? What? It's not down there, is it? Let's do a quick little crane our neck thing here. Where is this airport? Well, that's where we're headed, right? Alpha Zulu. Let's aim for this anyway. Because it can be off. We've had it before where we were nowhere near where it said it was on the map, on the GPS. So let's aim for that. Which means we gotta get some altitude back because we're too low to see that. If you can't see things in front of you, then you're too low. Yeah, I think that's it. I think my original hunch was right. Cool. Okie dokie. Let's slow down now, I guess, because we are going to have to stall at touchdown for this very, very short runway. We're literally going to have to, yeah, stall at touch. Wait, what? What? Are we going over it now? No. Well, that's it. Why do I keep doubting myself? Second set of flaps. We're just going to ride out the stall horn to touchdown here. So I'm actually, one of the rare moments we're going to go sterile so I can land this thing. Give me a minute. This is so nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh. Okay, where's that stall horn? I don't want it that soon, but here we go. Ooh, not too hard. No. Is that going to count? That was terrible. Oh my gosh. Oh, I could have done so much better than that. Oh, well, whatever. I mean, we didn't crash, but if this is the first time you've seen me land on a really, really, really short runway, pretend you didn't see that, because usually the short, tiny runways are my specialty. And I'm totally serious. Like, the STL stuff is my specialty, so I don't know why that was so bad. Maybe because the stall horn was like 10 knots faster than I was expecting it to be. Anyway, I think we're going to do the next leg in the same video, because once I edit that down, that's going to be a short leg. So let's do the next leg. Here we go. And it dumps us, you know, keeps us right where we dumped ourselves. So let's see here. Let's go down here, turn the pitot heat back on, repair and refuel over here. And we can stop this now. I don't like to dwell on landings. We've had a lot of conversations about how people make landing like the only thing about flight sim. It's just one of many parts of flying in the sim, right? It's like one of like 20, 30 different elements I could list if I wanted to. So I shouldn't really be hard on myself. I'm just bummed because STOL is like my specialty. And I screwed it up. So that's kind of stinky, but whatever. Let's get flaps just to down 1. Let's read about where we're going. Lead, Lima Echo Alpha Delta. What we're going to do, we're going to take off and head 239, so we're going to back taxi and go to Aerodromo de LDS Centenara to Aeroclub, que es Cáceres, in Trujillo, whatever all that means. They just mean there's an airport somewhere. So there's an airport 5 minutes out, 4 minutes out, and then we'll read about the other things. Okay, let's stop all the blibber blabber. Although most of you tell me to talk more, there's like 2 of you that say shut up, but 99% of you tell me to talk more. Whatever, I'm going to do what I'm going to do anyway. All right, let's get over the bad landing. I can't stop thinking about it. Let's stop thinking about it. And let's back taxi. We'll use our circle view for back taxi, even though that HUD is not removable. And I can't make this. I can't just taxi on the dirt, maybe. I'm so glad you can taxi these, though, because way back in the beginning, you could not taxi these airplanes. Like, if you went more than, like, 1 knot, you couldn't move these things. It was terrible. Anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, so panic. I totally panicked. I had panicked when I saw this runway. I don't know why, but I panicked. And it's just like my piano career. Like, I would do super well, and then as soon as I would get on stage, it was like I never played piano a day in my life. I hated it so much. I would panic. I don't know why. But when it comes to things that matter, like saving lives and things, which I've had happen before, I don't panic at all. So anyway, here we go. Back taxi and hit the brakes. Stop, please. There we go. Let's hop inside. And I think we're ready. No, we're going to set autopilot. I don't think we need to go. Well, let's set it for $5,000 just to get out of here, and then we will come down later. Heading bug, of course. Vertical speed, we'll do 1100 feet per minute to get out of here. Let's do 1200 to get out of here. And we're setting a course for 239 for about 4 minutes. 239, which is going to be like this. There we go, for about 4 minutes. We'll wait till we get into the air before we start the timer, and here we go. Let's do full flap, just because we gotta get out of here. How are we gonna get out of here? What? No, seriously, how do you take off from this runway? This is gonna crash us. Because you can't hit those trees. What? How you... Don't hit the tree. Gear coming up. How are you supposed to do that realistically in this airplane? Do you have to like start behind the threshold and go up the hill? And I guess the only thing differently is I could have held the brakes while we revved up the engines, spooled up the engines. That was weird. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's start the timer now for about 4 minutes. Did that not start? Come on. There we go. And there's our heading. There's our climb. Timer started. We've hit autopilot, so you can be able to tell. Nope, couldn't even tell. Alright, flaps are in, gear is in, timer's running. You know the drill, sight seen, and I'll see you in about 3 or 4 minutes. I don't think there's any more drama to worry about. Nope, let's enjoy it. Alright, I was so busy looking out the window I totally blew over our spot, so I'm assuming we passed the Aeroclub by now, so let's turn 246 and then we'll read about what we're doing. 246 is just a little bit to the right. Basically this entire bush strip has been a straight line, which is fine. Alright, we're going to go this way for about 5.5 minutes, and back in the air. Okay, no, these are all screwed up. Okay, that was probably the city of Trujillo. And now we're going to go to the Aeroclub. See, this is what I noticed. I didn't vocalize this in either the last video and not yet in this video. Ooh, there's some Minnesota accent coming out there. But this trip is all screwed up, obviously, because they had us go over the reservoir twice. The headings and times are fine, but all the descriptions are totally screwed up. Totally. So we're just going to do our best to figure this out. So that's a whole bunch of stuff. The GUI is messed up with this expanding and the timer not working, and the descriptions are all screwed up. I wonder if they rushed these out. They've been putting out a lot of bush trips per each world update. I think there's only be like 1 or 2, to be honest, because they can spend more time on them. I think they're rushing them. Okay, well, I think we already flew over the city. Now we're going to go to the Aeroclub, I think. I just know that at 5 minutes and 40 seconds, we're going to make our next turn and try to figure this out. Right? I mean, it's not... I'm trying to see if I can, like, sort this in some way. No. No. Like, maybe it's sorted by mistake. Nope. Anyway, okay. Another minute sightseeing, and we'll figure out if we can find... I don't know. We'll get there. Don't know how, but we'll get there. See you in a minute. Alright, our airport is already... Oh, we're already there. So let's take this off. Let's put all this away. I don't know what to say. We're already there. So let's start coming down now and let's try to find this place. I think it was all dirt, right? Yeah, it's all dirt. Let's just pass this reservoir. Okay, well let's just head this heading until we figure out the orientation of the runway, but let's not come down too much. We have to be able to see what we're doing. But, yep. Reservoir and then Balse del Gallo lies Real Salar. And it looks like a dirt racetrack with a dirt road. So that's what we're going to look for as we come in here. So no more looking out the windows for us, at least not from the outside. So, I don't know. I've been trying, even though it's incredibly gorgeous scenery this entire bus trip, I haven't been able to like set up sightseeing views that I'm finding too satisfactory. It's kind of weird, isn't it? I can't get the perfect shot, even though it's gorgeous. Alright, let's stay at this altitude so we can see what in the world we're doing. So we'll introduce throttles again. And we're going to just casually fly towards the airport on our map until we spot it. Checking out the villages and the river along the way, though. That looks amazing. There, mountains in the background. Another village over there. A couple of them. Look at that. That's awesome. So if you live here and you're dating somebody there, is that a long-distance relationship? I know that was not funny. Sorry. Alrighty, let's see here. We'll put gear down over the reservoir. I just want to figure out where we're headed. Let's zoom this in one more time to get an idea of scale. And hopefully I don't panic this time. And hopefully we can do a decent job. I'm going to follow the river in here, and then we'll head to the southwest and look for this airport. There are a bunch of buildings along the sides of the airport, so hopefully that'll make it a little easier to spot, because I think I see it right there because of the building. So let's come out this way. Let's get geared down now, mainly so I don't forget. Mainly so I don't forget. We're going to keep our altitude until we've spotted our airport. And then we'll try to figure this out here. Really difficult without peripheral vision. My controls feel extra sensitive lately for some reason. I know rudder pedals, no matter what you do, are always too sensitive. That's what real life pilots say. Simulator rudder pedals are always too sensitive. My yoke seems extra sensitive too, because when I watch real life pilots fly little planes, they're fighting like crazy to get a little bit of movement, and here you just think about movement and you go everywhere. So that was not my airport. That's just like water or something. So I don't see my airport yet. We might have to circle around and land because I don't see it. Let's see here. And I don't know runway orientation either. Is this it in front of us? I don't think so. Oh, maybe that was our airport. It was just the orientation was different? Or is this it right here? This might be it right here. Let's do first set of flaps. No, that can't be it because there aren't any buildings there. I think this is it in front of us. Yep, that is it, because there's that long building. Okay, so that was our airport the whole time. It's just the orientation was different than what I was expecting. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly over it like this. And we're going to go perpendicular to it. Then as soon as we're perpendicular, we'll hit the heading bug. So, actually, it's already kind of set. No, let's hit heading bug like this. Okay, so now that is our 90 degrees off. So let's give a little bit of throttle here. And we'll circle back. So that's 90 degrees off. So when the heading bug is to the right 90 degrees, we'll reset it. And then we'll know we're parallel to it. Let's do heading bug now. So now we know that's parallel heading. So we'll come out here a little bit just so we can see it, and then we'll land the opposite direction. Look out the window while we have some time. Oh, that looks cool, that river down there. Alrighty, I think that's enough. That should be enough. I just want to make sure we can spot it here. Alrighty, here we go. Let's turn around. Keep our speed within flap range. Gear's already down. And we'll just make a big U-turn here until the heading bug is behind us. And we should be able to spot it any second. Where is it? Any second now. There it is. Okay. Scare me for a second there. A second set of flaps. Careful on the throttle. It's difficult to see around that pillar, but we got this. Oh yeah, we're at the perfect altitude too. Great. Now let's not panic this time. We know we can stop because we skipped like a rock over half the runway, and the other one is still a time to stop, so we'll be good. Let's not get too low. Keep some throttles going in there. There we go. I really want to look out the window when we cross this highway, but we can't because that'll be enough to throw us off here. Because we're barely hanging in there as it is. Aim for that threshold. Stay just above stall. We know that stall horn is going to be sooner than the red, even with full flap. So let's be prepared for that. Here we go. Alright. And throttle that idle. Come down. We just don't want to miss the runway. We'll soften out. Oh boy. There we go. Let it down gently. And there we go. And stop. I know we teased the stall horn a little early, but ground effects are keeping us from crashing down. So there we go. That leg is complete. I can breathe. I held my breath so long on that descent that my back is in really severe pain from holding my breath. Anyway, you know the drill. We are going to do probably a couple legs in the next video, so like, subscribe so you know when it drops, and I'll see you then.